Gayatri ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. See, I will start.
Ma'am start பண்ணிட்டானா அவன்?
இல்லப்பா.
கார்த்திக் இருக்கானா கேளுங்களேன்.
இருக்கிறாங்க. ஷாம்லி
ஆனா அவ இருந்த மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு.
இருக்கிறாங்க. Just mute பண்ணிக்கோ.
சரி.
So good afternoon, students. I believe my voice is audible in both the Meet windows. Okay, as the session will be a flip class, the session is hand over to the student Karthik. Okay, so I invite Mr. Karthik to take over the session, and in between you will ask, you will interact with your subordinates, your students. Ask some questions. Okay, so and make the session more interactive. Okay, okay, I will hand. So now, so Karthik, you will take over the session.
Hello, this is Karthik from Computer Science Department. I am here to teach you all about some basic principles about user experience design. The 5 key principles of user experience design is hierarchy, consistency, confirmation, user control, and accessibility. First, let's see about hierarchy. You should always create a flow chart in order to get started with your design. As you can see, hierarchy is usually the menu which you notice when you first open an app. As you can see, these are the few things like menu bar, search bar, which you will see in every website. And these are the subsections. In this case, they have given the flowchart where L3 has been known as subsections. And these are the most important thing, and this is like a base for your design control. Next, let's move on to consistency. Consistency. User expects product to be consistent. As you can see here, these 3 applications have something in similar. That is called as grid-based interface. In this case, these 3 applications have been following the grid-based design. And Twitter is one of the popular social platform. That's because of the design control, which allows us users to have full control over the application. So consistency, you have to maintain a consistency in design over the application. Next, confirmation. Confirmation, preventing error is one of our key goals as a designers. So you have to prevent error by allowing the users to have full control over your design. As you can see here, this action will affect all the conversation in this search. So you have to let the users to choose whether they have to confirm the design pattern in your particular application. And next, accessibility. In a digital product design, accessibility typically means designing the products. As you can see, Squarespace and Amazon have the same information which gathers the credit and debit card. But the design pattern of Amazon is completely different from Squarespace. And this allows us to user to purchase more product in their particular application. So it is crucial that our products can be used by many people as possible. So we have to follow a particular accessibility which allows users to purchase more products in our applications. Next, another most important thing is user control. For instance, whenever a user has clicked more than one level down in the hierarchy, and you can remember hierarchy, right? That is the main platform in a particular website, and they should have a button that can take them back. In this case, if you are scrolling down through the entire website, and it must be some button in order to make the user to scroll to the top. In this case, this Notion fails to do that, but you have to do that particular thing in order to get user control over the particular product. And some of the popular UI UX tools are Sketch, Adobe, Figma, Craft, and InVision Studio. And as you can see, this is Figma, where you can make your designs, and these are the few designs which I have created in the past. And as you can see, these two are the sections and these empty spaces called as white space. You have to make use of white spaces in the website in order to create a good design. And you can start your design journey by making your social media feed attractive. Everyone must be using Instagram, right? So you can start your design journey by making your Instagram feed attractive. In this case, I have used dark colors followed by white colors. And you can start experimenting with the feed in order to get started in your design journey. Now let's move on to some demonstration. As you can see, there are two buttons. Let's start applying the basic principles which we have covered in the design psychology. Now let me open up VS Code. And these are the few buttons which you saw in the website. Now let's select the ID and let's apply the few things like background color and color. If you are wondering, I have chosen colors from a website called colors.co. Let me open up the you can see you can explore a bunch of colors in this particular website. All you have to do is to copy this X color and you have to paste that in the particular place where you want to apply that color. Now let's move on to, now let's remove this outline which looks ugly. So let's use a property called as outline and let's give the value as none. So the outline has been removed. Now let's move on to border. 1 pixel solid and let's apply the same color. If you are wondering, this is CSS, which is another language like Java, and you can start your web development journey by looking up a website called as W3 Schools. Now that we removed the outline, let's add a padding. Padding is nothing but the gap between the text and the outer box. So let's add a padding, 8 pixel at the top followed by 18 pixel. And you can see the difference between these two things, right? Now let's change the border radius at the top 4 corners by adding a property called as border radius. Let's give a value of 6 pixel. And you can see the curve, right? This is so the border radius has been applied. As we hover over this particular button, let's change the color. You can do that by using a pseudo property called as hover. Now let's copy this code and let's add a transition of 0.8 seconds. And you can see the delay, right? And the color is changing from light purple to dark purple. These are the few things which you have to keep in mind in order to make a good design. And this website is made by Jack and he has experience of 10 years in design field. And you can just chat with him if you have any queries regarding his design. And these two websites follows the basic principles in a good way, which allows the users to have full control over their website. And let's move on to Brittany. And she is a full stack developer in Boston, and you can join her Discord community and you can chat with her regarding any languages. She has experience in JavaScript, React, Node.js, etc. As you can see, these are the few things which we have applied in this button. As we hover, the color changes, right? So that is what she has done in her project section. So if you are looking for some basic examples, you can just go to the Dribble website. All you have to do is search for a particular thing which you are looking for. Let's say portfolio. and you have to click the design. And you can get the color which they have used in their particular designs, and you can start experimenting with the designs in the Figma. And as you can see, this is my Instagram feed which I have showed before, and I am experimenting this for the past 1 week, and you can create this snippet through a website called as Carbon Now. These are the few things which you can do in order to develop a personal brand for your own name. And let me show you another project called as Calculator, which I have done few months ago. So as you can see, the color contrast is totally different from the button and the whole calculator. And you can check the color contrast through a website called as Contrast Checker. Let me open up. All you have to do is just copy the background color. Let me copy this particular background color. And let's copy the text color and let's check the contrast color. As you can see, this says that the color contrast between the background color and the text color is very good. So you can just use the particular background color and color in your, and if you want to enhance it, you can just enhance and adjust the background color. This automatically change the background color for your designs. In this case, the color has been changed. Now let's copy this and let's move to Figma and let's change the background color. And you can see the difference, right? This is a dark color and this contrast color has been matching with the white color. So that's it, guys. These are the few things which you need to keep in your mind before creating some good designs. If you are looking up for some good resource to start your design journey, hit me up with a message. Thank you. Ma'am?
Yes, thank you, Karthik, for your wonderful session. So pertaining to user interface design.
Thank you.
Thank you. Students, please wait a minute. Please wait a minute. I have to open one more Meet window. So let us have our recording session in the mode of quiz. Okay. So this session is full about flip class as well as the oral quiz. Okay. So I have to unmute yourself and then tell me the answer. Okay. It's a very basic one. Okay. So don't get any fear. This is actually very basic OOPS concept. And in the from the next day sessions, you will have your revision on the previous units, all the units. So I hope my voice is audible in both windows.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Audible, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So which of the following is not OOPS concept in Java? Which of the following is not OOPS concept in Java? Please unmute yourself and tell me the answer, please. So what about this window? Which of the following is not OOPS concept? First, you have to have a clear idea on the OOPS concept. Okay, the basic concept, the class, from the class object. Okay, abstraction. So everything is a OOPS concept. So which one is not the OOPS concept? Yes. Okay, I have received, at least I have received answer from the meet window 1 in the chat box. And also I request the students to kindly note down the link which I have already posted by Karthik. Okay, please note down the link. Karthik, please post these links into the WhatsApp group also.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Answer compilation. Yes, compilation is not a OOPS concept, right? So inheritance, a very important OOPS concept. Inheritance means reusability. Using this concept only, the OOPS concept will be very familiar. Okay, in both Java as well as in Python. So inheritance, which is more important. Encapsulations, which is nothing but a class which is wrapped in your Java program. So all Java programs should be written within the class, right? So encapsulation, yeah, protection over on the class using some object which playing a key role. Okay, using the object only you can able to open the class and access some fields and whatever relevant with respect to the class. So polymorphism means the many forms. Okay, the many forms. The types of polymorphism means actually overloading, overriding. Okay, so these concepts are comes into the under the polymorphism concept. Okay, so you have to know about what do you mean by overloading. Okay, so and overriding. So overriding means it will again come into the category of inheritance. Okay, so overriding means same function name you can use in both super class as well as a child class, parent class as well as child class. That is overriding. So the difference between overloading and overriding is a very important placement related questions. Okay, so compilation is the odd one here. So again, okay, which of the following is a type of polymorphism in Java? Two A. So all are picking A in the window number 1. Okay, so I will check the window number 2. Kindly post your answer so along with the question number, then only I can able to understand. Okay, here also they are picking A. Okay. Yes. Actually, the type which is two types. So I have already told you. So overloading, overriding. So overloading, which is nothing but compile time polymorphism. Okay. So overriding, which is mean to runtime polymorphism. That compile time runtime means the decision which you have taken at compile time. That is why this is called compile time. Overloading, which comes to the compile time polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism means the decision which have been taken at the runtime only. Okay, that is called runtime polymorphism, overriding. When does method overloading is determined? Again, the repeated one, right? Three B, yes. 3 which is B only, because overloading, which is the example of compile time polymorphism, right? So B. So when overloading does not occur? Option number 1, more than one method with the same name but different method signature and different number of type of parameter. Okay, is it occur or not? More than one method with same name, same signature but different number of signature. That is body of the loop. More than one method with same name, same signature, same number of parameters but different type. More than one method with same name, same number of parameters and type but a different signature. Okay, when overloading does not occur? Someone is already picking 4 for D. So what about in the other window? Okay, in the other window too, they are picking 4 D. Please don't use your mobiles. Okay, use your brain. Anyone, please, can you please, why are you choosing D for 4? Kindly unmute yourself and reason. What's the reason for picking the option D? Anyone? So option D is the right one. So when overloading does not occur, so more than one method with same name, same number of parameter. Okay. See, same number of parameter and type. Very important. Same number of parameter and type, which means definitely it will not be a overloading. But might not be a overriding, but definitely it not be a overloading. Okay, same number of parameters, like a function add comma int integer a and integer b. Okay, and one more method. Okay, same number of parameter int a comma and the type int b. Number of same number of parameters as well as type means that is definitely it will throw an error. Okay. So which concept of Java is a way of converting real world objects in terms of class? Don't use your mobile phone. Is right or wrong? Okay. But recall the content and post your answer. Harshini has chosen for 5C. Which concept of Java is a way of converting real world objects in terms of class? Okay. I will check on the other window. Here, Harshini, please post in the chat box. What do you mean by abstraction? Can you define abstraction in Java or any other, not Harshini or any other? Please don't leave the meeting. Sorry. Okay. Abstraction. Abstract. Your class is looking like a abstract. Okay, in Java. So the definition of class, which is like a abstraction. Okay, your class which is like a abstract. Okay. Um, so it's like a template. It's that template which is called abstract. That is the process which is called abstraction. Okay. So everything which that abstraction, then only that concept will comes under encapsulation. Encapsulation means using the concept of object. Okay, that abstraction uh, is actually hidden, okay, from the outside world. Okay, then only the concept encapsulation. Actually, for the first basic OOPS concept, which is class, object, abstraction, then only encapsulation. Okay, then polymorphism, inheritance, the dynamic such things are coming in particular way. Okay, one by one. So abstraction, actually the definition of a class, which is abstraction. Okay, so the real world objects in terms of class, that is abstraction. Which concept of Java is achieved by combining methods and attributes into a class? Class means abstract which is created, a template which is created. So what about the remaining part? You have to put something into the class, right? This concept which is called sixth one. Okay, from meet now. So what about the meet number 2? Yes, process of hiding. Yes, showing only essential information to the user. Okay, thank you, Venkat. So the sixth one, encapsulation. Okay, so encapsulation, this is the concept. Okay, so combine, put all the things, fields or methods and attributes into the class. Okay, and the protection. That is encapsulation. What is it called if an object has its own life cycle and there is no owner? Okay, what's the technique actually? What is it called if an object has its own life cycle and there is no owner? This is the seventh question. So I will check the meet number 2. Actually, the answer D, association. Actually, this concept as it comes to DBMS. Okay, database. So association means actually this concept we bring some designing part. Okay, the relationship between the object. Okay, if an object will be a faculty and if an object will be a student, means the relationship between them. Okay, that is called some association, aggregation, compositions. Okay, so these are all the things that tell about some relationship between the objects in the phase of design, how the designing part. Okay, so what is it called if an object has its own life cycle? Okay, yes, all the objects have its own life cycle, but if there is no owner means, okay, many to many relationships. Okay, that is why particularly we don't say this is the owner. Okay, many to many relationship, n number of faculties, n number of students. Okay, that relationship is, which is called associations. Okay, that so as it is has many to many relationship, we couldn't point it out a single owner. Okay, so actually this part, which is a typically a DBMS part, database part. Okay. Next, what is it called where child object gets killed if parent object is killed? What's the concept? How can we give the name for this concept? What is it called where child object gets killed if parent object is killed? Actually, this is question number 8. Okay. Okay, this concept which is also comes to the same DBMS concept, aggregation, composition, association. Okay, but the answer is composition. Okay, if your parent object is going to be killed means automatically that child object is automatically killed. Okay, that process which is called composition. Okay, so we come to here. Method overriding is combination of inheritance and polymorphism. True or false? Method overriding. Which one? First, anyone please post here. Which keyword is playing a major role in overriding concept? Which keyword is playing a major role? You have to post the keyword, one Java keyword, which is playing a major role in method overriding concept. Which one? I will check that window number 2. Sriram, post here. Which keyword is playing a major role in overriding? Actually, what do you mean by overriding? Very important question. What do you mean by overriding? Anyone please actually please unmute yourself and tell me the answer. What do you mean by overriding? At least post in the chat box. So overriding concept means one parent class is there, okay, one child class is there, okay, one parent class is there and child class is there. In the parent class, I will use one method, just void sample. Okay, I will use one method, just void sample in the parent class. Okay, so I will use one method, void sample in the parent class. As per the overriding concept, a child class can able to override the parent class, which means a child class can also use the same method signature of a parent class. So a child class which is also has void sample. Okay, this is the concept of overriding. So definitely, so overriding concept means inheritance concept playing a major role, right? And also polymorphism is also playing a role. Polymorphism, what do you mean by polymorphism? A single method name playing a multiple function, right? Using the same method name, if we can perform multiple operation, that is polymorphism, many forms. Inheritance means parent-child relationship. So the answer for the 10th question, which is true, right? Method overriding is combination of inheritance and polymorphism. Yes. Okay. Method overloading means only polymorphism. Okay. On that, inheritance is not playing a role. So, both parent and child class are using the same function name with same signature, even same return type. How can we differentiate the function at the runtime? That keyword which plays an important role. I will check the other window. Is there any? Yes. Finally, I received the answer. Venkat Ramanan. Okay. Third year CSC section. Super keyword. Okay. Don't forget this keyword, super keyword. You have to know about what is the role. First, you will in your OOPS notes, please make a note. What is the role of super keyword? What is the role of this keyword? Actually, this keyword, the role which is actually two. The major, what's the purpose of this keyword means? The major two purpose, two. Okay, you have to identify what are all. And also the super keyword also has some responsibilities. Okay, by using the super keyword only, the parent class method which is differentiated from the child class method. Okay, so super keyword which plays a major role in overriding. Okay, so make a note, what is the role of this keyword, what is the role of super keyword. Okay, next. Which component is used to compile, debug and execute Java program? Which component? Compile, debug and execute. Post your answer with expansion. Post your answer with expansion. Okay. See, the clue is component. Okay, this is the clue, component. Which one is a component here? I'll move on to the next window. Which one is the component here? So Java Virtual Machine, which is a software, right? JIT, Just in Time Compiler. JRE, Java Runtime Environment. JDK, Java Development Kit. Now, you tell me the answer. Yes, Java Development Kit, JDK. Okay, this is the component. This component has all the things, executable tools. Okay, which is used to compile, debug, and execute your Java programs. Okay, if you want to execute your Java programs, you have to download the JDK. Okay. Only one thing, only one question remaining. Okay, then I will quit the class. 2 more minutes. Sixth one, which of the below is invalid identifier with the main method? Which of the below is invalid identifier with the main method? That is illegal one in Java. If you are making your main method a prefix with some access specifier means which is illegal one. Yes, private. If you are making your main method which is private means what's the use of your main method, right? It's an illegal one in Java. Right. Okay, thank you students. Thank you so much for making the session be very interactive, and thank you Karthik. You can leave now.